Hello everyone and welcome to BISP Solutions. I am CS Sanjana Mishra, working as the lead functional consultant at BISP Solutions. I specialize in synthesizing and analyzing the financial data. I have 7 years of experience in NetSuite, HFM, FCCS. BISP Solutions is a tech company providing technological solutions across the globe. We have a far-flung proficiency in end-to-end implementation and support. Today we'll be looking at asset record creation by manually creating the asset records into the Oracle NetSuite application into the fixed assets management. NetSuite Fixed Assets helps you to maintain and control the complete asset lifecycle from creation to depreciation, revaluation, and retirement. It gives you the power to eliminate these spreadsheets and manual efforts from your company's asset management process. In the fixed asset management suite app, you can enter fixed assets into the system by importing the fixed assets data manually or creating the asset records by manual efforts or generating asset records from the transaction records. Now, generating asset records from transaction records typically done for newly acquired assets. The asset record into the NetSuite application defines the asset and its depreciation rules and displays the asset's net book value, depreciation live, the depreciation method used, last depreciation date, book value of the depreciation, accumulated depreciation on the asset, the depreciation history of the asset is attached with it. So all these details of an individual asset can be entered on individual asset records created into the NetSuite application. While some of the information you'll have to fill, the other information is automatically populated with the default values when you select the type asset type into the uh, from the list of the asset types, so that details so there are certain details that do not require retyping, and you do not have to retype all those information into the asset records because it is automatically populated from the asset types that you have so selected. Moving on to the NetSuite application, this is my NetSuite application. In order to create an asset record from fixed asset, lists, asset, and new, here I can create a new asset into the application. So this is the form which I'll have to fill in order to in order to create an asset and make it a part of the NetSuite application. Before going on to the asset creation, let us look at the asset that we'll be creating in the NetSuite application. So this is the asset which I'll be creating into the NetSuite application, that I'll be introducing into the NetSuite application from my organization. The name of the asset is the research equipment, and the equipment number is 25648 is the equipment number. Asset type is research equipment. Now the original cost is $1 million and the residual value percentage is 10%. So the residual value is automatically calculated up to $1 lakh. Now the asset lifetime in months is 96 months, so that is 8 years. Depreciation has started from 1st of July 2019, and the last depreciation date, the last date of depreciation was 30th of July 2020. So till now there are 12 periods or 12 months depreciation has been charged. The depreciation amount, since the depreciation method is SLM, and the status of the asset is depreciation active, that is, it is still depreciating. The amount of depreciation with the SLN method is $9,375. So up till date, or the up till depreciations that have been actually expensed, the accumulated depreciation is $1,12,500, and hence the net book value as on 1st of July 2020 was $8,87,500. So this is all the information that I have about this particular asset that I will be uploading or that I'll be actually updating or introducing into my asset record into the NetSuite application. Moving back to our NetSuite application form of asset record creation. So the name of the asset, I'm going to take up the exact name that I have into the organization spreadsheet, and I am going to add the number also to it. Asset description is again research equipment. The serial number I can attach. Any alternate asset number if I have any parent asset or a job which I'd like to populate. The asset type is the research equipment 2564 that I have into the in NetSuite application that is automatically created. Now, as you can see, the residual value percentage, the method, asset lifetime, depreciation period has been automatically calculated, has been automatically populated. So I do not have to choose it again from here. The original cost of the asset is $1 million. Yes, so the depreciation method is SLM, straight line. Sorry. Yes, now the asset status is depreciation active. So that means the asset status that I'll be selecting is depreciating. Current book value, as we had seen into the Excel sheet, was $8,87,500, which I am actually putting over here. Asset current cost also I am providing the same. So this is all the information that I have actually provided, which were necessary also, and that were to be provided. Now into general, going on to the general tab, I can actually provide for the department which it will be used, like any kind of department that I'd like to select, the class, if I would like to select, location, subsidiary I would like to select, which is BISP trainings. I am selecting the subsidiary. Custodian, you can actually select who will be the responsible person for this particular asset, physical location of the asset, whether you'd like this asset to be included in dates or something, you would like to provide for the purchase date. So from here you can actually you can actually look at the depreciation start date. So the depreciation start date was 1st of July 2019. The depreciation end date is automatically calculated from here. So this is automatically calculated based on the asset lifetime. The last depreciation period is 12, which we had seen. This is the amount of last depreciation amount. Last depreciation date is 30th of July 2020. Depreciation active, depreciation rules is acquisition, revision rules, manufacturer, date, supplier, purchase order. These are all the information that you can actually populate over here. Now the accounts are automatically selected when you are selecting the asset type, so you do not have to select it again. If the asset is leased, you can provide for the leasing. If the asset is leased, if it is finance lease, the initial cost, rental amount, what is the rent frequency, a payment date of the rent, start date, end date of the lease, all these information you can actually put it into the asset records. If the asset is insured, the policy number, the premium, your insurance value, what is the premium frequency, when is the premium paid, the company for the insurance, you can actually provide the information for that. Now into the maintenance, if this asset requires regular maintenance, if you have given an AMC contract, that is an annual maintenance contract to an organization or to a company, you can populate the company details, the contract number details, everything into that. And this asset sale and disposal item, this is automatically selected or is automatically populated from the asset type. So when the asset type was created, the disposal item that was selected was non-inventory item 2. So it has been automatically populated from here. So once all of this information has been provided, you can actually save the asset. So now I have saved the asset, and this is the asset that we have created, which you can see over here. It has got all the information, accounts, lease, insurance, which you actually have provided at the time of creation of the asset. So this all information is now the asset has been saved, and that asset is now showing you into the asset list of your NetSuite application. So the asset has been introduced into the asset list of the application. So in case of any queries or consultation, please just do get back to us at www.vispsolutions.com, where we would be happy to help you. Thank you so much.